What if you could fall straight through a tunnel drilled through the center of the Earth? Ignore the impossible engineering for a moment. The heat, the pressure, the molten rock. Imagine a perfectly straight, empty tunnel connecting one side of Earth to the exact opposite point, passing straight through the core. This thought experiment is called a gravity train, and physicists have used it for centuries to explore how gravity behaves deep inside a massive object, not just outside it. The moment you step in, gravity takes over. You'd accelerate the entire way down toward the center, reaching speeds of around 28,000 kilometers per hour by the time you passed through Earth's core. More than 20 times the speed of a commercial jet, generated purely by gravity pulling you inward. At the very center of the Earth, something strange happens. Gravity actually cancels out completely. Mass pulls on you equally from every direction at once, so for a brief moment, you'd be in true, perfect weightlessness. The same principle that makes astronauts feel weightless in orbit, except here it happens deep inside solid rock at the exact geometric middle of the planet. Momentum carries you straight through that zero gravity point and out the other side. Gravity now works to slow you down instead of speed you up, decelerating you the whole way to the far surface. This is exactly how a pendulum works, just turned sideways and scaled up to planetary size. Ignoring air resistance, the whole one-way trip would take about 42 minutes. And remarkably, that number stays almost the same no matter where on Earth the tunnel starts or ends. That 42-minute number isn't a coincidence. It's exactly the same time it takes a satellite to orbit Earth just above the surface, ignoring air resistance. Falling straight through the planet and circling all the way around it turn out to take exactly the same amount of time. Interestingly, this works even if the tunnel doesn't pass through the exact center. A straight tunnel connecting any 2 points on Earth's surface, say New York to Paris, would still take almost exactly 42 minutes for the trip, assuming it's a straight line with no friction. You'd arrive at the far side with almost zero velocity, just barely reaching the opposite surface. Then gravity pulls you back the way you came, and the whole 42-minute fall repeats, over and over, forever, like a pendulum through the planet. Assuming a perfectly frictionless tunnel with no air at all, this oscillation could theoretically continue indefinitely with no energy lost between each swing. In reality, this is completely impossible to build. Earth's outer core is a sea of molten iron at roughly 5,000 degrees Celsius, and pressure at the center reaches millions of times what we feel at sea level. Even a tunnel that started at the surface would need to withstand crushing pressure long before reaching anywhere near the core. Nothing we've built could survive that for even a second. But the physics itself is well understood and genuinely useful elsewhere. Engineers have studied this exact gravity train idea for theoretical high-speed transit. Bored, evacuated tunnels connecting distant cities along Earth's surface, not through the core, using precisely the same underlying math. It's one of the cleanest thought experiments in physics. A straight line through solid rock that turns into a perfect, repeating pendulum powered by nothing but gravity itself.